I'm actually going to cancel this and talk about what the combo does here real quick, so that way people can partially so I can understand, and partially so people currently watching and on YouTube in the future can understand. All right, so what this deck is looking to do is you're looking to either Through the Breach, thank you Virgo for the Amazon money, or Footsteps of the Goryo, Protean Hulk, and then when the Protean Hulk dies, we search our library for... What do we... It's Reveillark plus Viscera Seer.
You need... So I believe when the...
No. You Protean Hulk dies, you get body double plus Viscera Seer. Body double copies Hulk. Then you sacrifice the body double as the Hulk to get Reveillark plus Mogg Fanatic. Then you sacrifice Reveillark... Or you sacrifice Mogg Fanatic to deal 1 to them. Then you sacrifice Reveillark, getting back Mogg Fanatic and Body Double. And then Body Double enters as Reveillark. Then you sacrifice Mogg Fanatic to deal 1 to them. Then you sacrifice the Body Double, that's Reveillark, to get back Mogg Fanatic and the same Body Double. Then you keep doing that and they die. All right, let's go. We figured it out. We did it. All right. 200 bits towards Crawling Station. Thank you, Distrominator, for the support. Happy to do that. I appreciate it.
Crawling Station? Is that like the Grave Crawler blasting station?
Yep.
Cool.
Look at you. You figured it out.
No. I only know that Grave Crawler's a card because of that that silly hollow fuego thingy.
Easy keep, right?
It's Scryland.
But it's got Brainstorm. You keep any hand with Brainstorm. Mac DeVille, after you resub, thank you for the resub for starters. Make sure you refresh your browser page and you'll get a chance to send the notification through along with a little bit of a message.
Refresh for resub.
Well. Can't beat a Tejuru Preserver packet. I remember playing that card in Legacy. You played that card in Legacy Elves for a little bit. It was sweet. How do we finish with the Mary? It was confirmed to be a real Modern deck. All right, so I'm in for a Cathartic Reunion because if this Night's Whispers hits a Protean Hulk, we have to kill them on 4, which is nice. Yeah, this deck has a lot of parallels to Grishelbrand.
Oh, look at that. Somebody found his web archive, the Meadery article.
God bless. Memes are great. Kent plus Jeff is great. Stream is great. Gregor, thank you for the 4 months and welcome back. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Gregor.
Update Stream Decker. Yep, there's a bingo square for some folks.
Mm-hmm. Question on that. The mannequin trigger, there's probably not a way that they're going to be able to, like, get the body double or get the mannequin creature out of play without it dying, right? That's not like a... Because it's got the sack it ability.
Oh, I forgot about that. Hearing you talk earlier about Keyforge card acquisition manual makes you think, what's the best method for physical card games to get the cards to the player? I don't know, Footman. I don't know. I know as a player, the easiest way to make getting cards accessible is like a living card game model, I definitely think, but obviously that hasn't been successful for a reason, so I'm not really super familiar with the business aspect, so I don't want to make like random conjecture and stuff like that.
Waffle Soup, I think Jeff just got the Stream Decker for you updated. I don't know if you got the new one on there. And then Spellweaver. I don't know anything for certain as of yet. I'm kind of waiting until later in the stream, or like we'll say this league, basically to start talking about it. Tomorrow, they want to know as far as what decks we're going to see. If somebody puts Blue Black Shadow on the list, very likely I'm going to select it. Outside of that, I don't know.
Kent's got a big list to pick from. What's the donation queue? After we sign off today, the queue's gonna have like 70 decks in it. So Kent's got a lot to dig into. That's a body double.
I would say if anyone is really interested in seeing the red black hollow one thing from the Hollowvine deck. I might be inclined to take that as the most competitive deck of the day, just because it's new and I think a lot of folks would have questions about it. But outside of that, definitely looking for some quick hits or some fun cards, maybe from my playing history or Jeff's preferably. If you have decks that
We do have a dragon deck in the queue.
Yeah. So if you have a deck that you think Jeff maybe was an expert on and you want to see me stumble, that's also another option.
Mac Devel, thank you for the 2 months. And the Hat Case, thank you for the 2 month tier 3 resub. Thank you for re-upping at that high level. Be sure to fill out the form under the stream to let me know what you'd like to add to the queue. They are dead. We do have the kill next turn. Unfortunately, we are dead right now. We had the turn 4 on the draw. They had the turn 4 on the play.
Modern.
Weird.
Modern.
Should have interacted more. All right. Lightning Axe is probably pretty good here. I probably want the Wear Tears. Not only do these hedge, not only do these kill Hollowed One, but these also hedge them having. There we go. What's that card called? Leyline of the Void. Blue, black, Death Shadow for Kent. Thank you, Norman, for the biddies.
I will say on the shadow side of things, we'll probably slot that towards the end of the day because Matt was pretty interested in
Matt wanted to
seeing that. So we would probably do the shadow towards the end of the day, unless of course the democracy is fat enough that it dictates an earlier time. But I'm excited to shadow.
The bubble part of this deck refers to Protean Hulk popping. I think that's all I want to do.
Oh, thanks, Jake. Well, yeah, redneck fishing tournament this weekend. Gotta wear t-shirts and then get real terribly burnt. I also think it has a reference to, and this is like, names don't really matter, but I think the team that made it in Legacy or Vintage or whatever was called On the Bubble.
Okay.
Yeah, like a small thing as well.
This hand doesn't do anything. It needs a, we need Hulk and a way to reanimate in our opening hand. This is perfect. We just need a way to get him into the bin, or we just need some mana for Through the Breach. So let's go. How bad can this deck be? It doesn't have Hallowed Fountain. Asking the real important questions.
What's the question? The one about Blue-Red Wizards versus Burn.
Blue-Red Wizards versus Burn. I think Wizards is a little bit ahead, but it's definitely close.
Mm-hmm. I mean, tempo decks definitely seem to be slotted to interact well, you know, with the 1-2 drop piles.
It's great that they published every deck list from the PT this weekend. I hope they continue doing that. The cynic in me just wants to think they only did it this time to try and shut people like me up, while simultaneously knowing that publishing every deck list from an event that's a team event is meaningless. Like, they're neat to look at, but from a data standpoint, it doesn't give us anything useful.
That is an interesting point. The Viscera Seer scry might be important enough to try to hit.
That's true. Really, I'd love to hit a Faithless Looting or a Cathartic Reunion.
Mm-hmm. Remember, data is only relevant if you understand the environment which it was collected in.
Yep. Not only that, being aware of like what biases it might have, et cetera, et cetera.
You mean there's insinuating factors to?
Yeah, it's weird. Strange. Now we'll chump block the flame. Wait, it has menace for some reason. All right, they ditched a hollowed one. That's good.
It feels like this has a lot of text on it. Like, why'd we put the menace there?
I think I'm just gonna take the scry one here.
Mm-hmm.
Boop.
Pleased with our decision.
All right. Need 2 more pieces of mana here, or a Faithless Looting into another piece of mana. Discarded double Bloodghast. Really? I want a Faithless Looting. I don't want you to have a Faithless Looting opponent. I want a Looting.
No. Stop putting those things in play.
Is this just Grishelbrand with more steps? I mean, Grishelbrand is technically a multi-card combo. It gets to draw a lot of cards once it does it, but like Grishelbrand is a put a thing in the bin, reanimate that thing. This deck is a put a thing in the bin, reanimate that thing, and then you get to kill them with the Protean Hulk.
This is absolutely a situation where we want to be burning Inquiries.
Yeah, this is deterministic. Okie doke. Needed to hit a land or a way to draw cards there to keep going. Let's get another one, shall we?
It's interesting how if you just like don't interact with your opponent for the first 3 turns, they just like kill you.
Yeah.
Huh. Huh.
I think I'm keeping this on the back of turn 1 Cathartic Reunion.
Pitching nerds.
Yep. Yeah, we'll turn 1 Reunion. Like, we've got the Mannequin and these. We seem to, like, hit a bunch of lands. And, like, if I hit a second land, the Night's Whisper is likely to propel me into a third, etc., etc. I mean, I guess there's only 19 lands in this deck. Okay, that was better than missing.
Got this feeling that Through the Breach is basically costing 4,000.
Oh, no.
Wow.
Oh no, chat. Why are we so unlucky, chat? Why are we so unlucky? You know, I'm never this unlucky when you're not here, Ken. Is this your fault?
Yeah.
Okay, damn it.
I'm good with it.
You came with so much hair, though. I didn't think you could possibly be unlucky if you came with that much hair.
It's all the bad luck hides.
For all the bad luck hides.
Of course we draw it here.
That just Prime 3. That's just Prime 3. Thanks for the brand new Prime support. I appreciate that. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff. Thanks for supporting mine this month. Big Nuki, it's Ketter's fault, but you should try calling your shots. Thank you for the 30 months. It's a long time and welcome back. I do appreciate it. All right. This is, it's coming along here, chat.
What are we discarding here?
What you got? What you got over there, opponent? You got like toys and stuff? You have a spell queller? Logic not, deal. I've never wanted to beat a hollowed fountain so badly in my life, Kent Kidder. I think I actually want that. So, like, next turn I can, like, double Brutality, and then the following turn I can, like, breach this Woodfall even.
I think instead of double Brutality, like, what's the thought on makeshifting at end of their turn and untapping into Breach?
I might,
It's consideration, but...
Well, the land was tapped that I put on top, but now we have an untapped land.
Well, that's why you makeshift their turn, play the tapped land, and then breach on you.
Yeah, we're using temples in a 19-land deck because we're looking for specific cards in our deck, so... Now do we end-step breach untap Mannequin?
When do you want the... I think you main phase breach, because you want the sack trigger, right? Like, you want the thing to... Oh, it's Woodfall Primus, don't run him dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're definitely passing. The question is when. When do we fire off
the breach?
Yeah.
I guess I could have Brutality. They only have 4 cards. I'm gonna end step breach.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
And then I get to like Brutality, then plus Mannequin.
Yep.
Once more unto the breach, my children.
I mean,
that one. Blow that one up.
I really like the Hour of Devastation lands. Right? That's what those are from? With the bolus thing?
Yep. All right, what you working with over there? What you got?
I think we have second Spirit Guide too, right? Or second Brutality. Okay.
What does this do? My creatures have when it becomes a target of a spell or an ability, sacrifice it. Alright. Alrighty. I would like one.
Hold on. What is double?
Oh yeah, body double saved me a step, right? Yeah, it does. Your move. This is my 6/6. Because you only need one, Tom.
See that? All body doubles and seers before grabbing larks.
Why is that? Spot removal. Okay, got it.
Can we footsteps a seer? Do we have a seer in the graveyard here? Or do we have anything?
No, I can footsteps the Hulk though.
Huh? Oh right, and then yeah, that'll do. That'll do. Please target this with something. Well.
I mean, their hand is Steam Vent Torrential your Hulk, so they're dead, right?
So they're dead. Yep.
Bye, Bubble Butt. Bye, friends. Alrighty. So the opponent's dead. They might not know it yet, but they're dead.
Body double and Viscera Seer.
So we get
first one?
body double Viscera Seer. And body double comes in as Protean Hulk. Then we sacrifice this. And we get Reveillark and Viscera Seer.
Technically, like, that's the correct procedure.
Yeah, so I just want to practice doing it correctly. So we get Reveillark, Viscera Seer, and then we sacrifice Reveillark and get back double body double.
One of the doubles is going to get us...
One of the doubles is a Lark. Yep. The other one is a Protean Hulk. And then we sacrifice the Protean Hulk.
I think they can see it.
They can see it, yeah. And we sacrifice the Protean Hulk, and it goes and gets the Mogg Fanatic. Prepare for Carpal Tunnel. I think you don't realize how many of these decks they play. The answer is a lot. Right, I think I just want to like overload on must answers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cathartic Reunion is really bad.
Thoughtseize?
It's a Thoughtseize matchup. I feel like Thoughtseize is kind of a liability because they can just burn us out.
That's fair.
Although maybe like trimming Spirit Guides is fine.
Right.
Just for like threat density.
Do we want the main deck Liliana? The 5/1. That's the Death Majesty that's in there.
Oh yeah, I think so.
Okay.
It's a reanimate spell.
Mm-hmm.
I guess maybe that's not good enough. Yeah, let's do it. You take out Cathartic and Collective Brutality? Why would I take out Collective Brutality against the deck full of counter spells? Maybe I'm missing something. You want to bring in Hazoret against the Path to Exile deck? You want to just like overload their paths?
I could see Hazoret coming in.
I could see Hazoret coming in.
Brutality out is where I'm.
I think cutting Brutality seems strange to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in for that.
I think it's fair to say do not escalate your brutalities.
Sure, but like Brutality helps you not get countered just as much as what's it called helps you not get countered. I'm gonna bottom that. I already have this guy.
Also, like here, Brutality's gonna let you pitch a card.
Yep.
Like.
Yeah, Thoughtseize cheaper, but this is also an enabler for getting things into the bin. So like it just like it does more of what you're interested in doing. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like if you cut Brutality and you cut Cathartic Reunion, like you definitely need to cut Cathartic Reunion against counter spells, but like cutting Collective Brutality 2 gives you almost no discard outlets. Like what do you mean? Like, how is it not hard to get things in the bin if you like don't have a lot of things to put out? Right? Like, let me double check the deck list. If I only have 9 things that let me discard things, and like you want to go down to 4, like that seems very wrong. Liliana and Neonate. Okay, so like I guess Liliana's +1. But like cutting over half of them seems loose. I don't even play Blood Moon and Gristle Brand anymore. I don't think Blood Moon is that good in Modern. What?
Do we Brutality?
Yeah, I think so. Okay. Well, so actually, because I binned or bottomed the other Woodfall Primus, I kind of want to wait on the Brutality because I want to be able to through the breach. And that way, if that resolves, then I would fall Primus. Okay. And then if it doesn't resolve, then the following turn I could go Brutality, Escalate.
Yeah, Footsteps.
Yeah, exactly.
We have other...
I have more of these. I think I'm okay with getting a land here.
Yeah.
This is like a 4-color deck. Like... It's not really 4 colors. What computer do I have? I have a custom built system. I actually have a second system waiting to be built, sitting in a box on my floor. I'm gonna put that together tonight after I'm done. Yeah, Mogg Fanatic we don't want to get pathed, obviously. Yeah, and I actually kind of like the having a couple of, I pay for quality content, so don't mute the chip sounds. No, that's not how that works. Chip sounds get muted. Is this good?
What?
I'd like to title this turn Nice Hollowed Fountain Deck. I would like to title this turn Nice Hollowed Fountain Deck. All right. And guess what, chat? We're going to double Stone Rain them again next turn. And take a card out of their hand. So drain you, duress you. Oh, look at all these. Look at the 3 pieces of disruption that they had. What if we just double Stone Rain you again? Is this good? If so, I really like the Woodfall Primus backup plan. It's really sweet.
Yeah. I played a little bit of Woodfall Primus, playing Valakut when I because it was good in the mirror.
More Stone Rain, yep.
But having like 4 of them in your backup breach deck seems pretty disgusting.
Yep. Were you going to use those lands, opponent?
Blue.
All right. Well, I'm glad. Look at that. We got to combo the first game, and we got to pawns of them the second game. While we are waiting for the next match to pop, I'd just like to thank everyone for hanging out here today. I do appreciate that. Towards Sultai Shadow, thank you, Drew, for the bits. Welcome. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out here today. There's a lot of different things you could be doing, different people you could be watching, but you can spend your time here with us. My name is Jeff Hoagland. I stream full-time here on Twitch. I'm here 30-plus hours a week. I'm joined here today by Kent Ketter. He's one of my buddies that I made friends with when we were playing tons of SCG events. Kent and I played the 2014 Players Championships together. He's hanging out for a couple of days here while he's in town. If you're enjoying my stuff, please consider subscribing to my channel. My subscribers are the people that keep me employed here full-time. Past that, you can check out some of my very wonderful sponsors. MTGOtraders.com will love to buy and sell some Magic Online cards with you, and if you use code Hoagland PayPal at checkout with them, you'll save 8% on your singles orders there. Honey would love to save you some money. Honey is a free browser add-on that when you install it using link bit.ly/Hoogle Honey, you'll be supporting my content here at no cost to yourself. What Honey does is when you're shopping online, it takes a look at stuff that you put in your shopping cart to buy anyways, and it searches automatically for coupon codes to save you money on things you wanted to get. People always ask how Honey makes money. Honey makes money by getting referral kickbacks from the sites that you're buying things from with their code. So they're not doing anything bad like selling your information or anything like that. Thanks for checking out Honey there, Jay-Wiz. I appreciate the support. Lisa would like to get you on your way to a better night's sleep. Christy and I have been sleeping with Lisa for the last 8 weeks now, and we truly enjoy it. Lisa provides foam mattresses, and I don't think we'd ever go back to traditional pillow top. You can check out links bit.ly/HoogleBedUS and bit.ly/HoogleBedCA to save $160 or more on your new mattress with Lisa. And of course, we'd like to welcome everyone out there to Hoaglandia. Please talk to a friendly neighborhood moderator about your complimentary timeout. We're 1-1 in this league with the Bubble Hulk deck here. Heading on into the second match, see how it can go. Got a really sweet, like, Woodfall Primus backup plan. You should have left basic planes and basic island and played. I left you a broken hollowed fountain.
That's fair. Yeah, Trevor, I worked at Driveline for a year, actually. Just recently left the company. It was a good experience being near baseball and the interesting startup life.
Gosh, if this was a mountain, I'd snap this off.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it is not, so I need to mulligan.
Okay.
That seems okay.
It's like the same
not amazing, but fine.
Out in Seattle. Crashed on his couch a few times for the degenerate cube drafts.
The deck just concedes a graveyard removal. Kinda. Yeah. We have discard spells, and we have some wear tears and stuff. And Through the Breach is kind of a backup plan, but like our actual combo kill needs the graveyard, so.
If Humans doesn't just kill us, I think this is an okay matchup.
Depending on if they know what to name too, right?
Oh, wow, yeah. The old meddling mage ya. So I think it's probably like looting next turn, hoping to transition into a...
Oh, that's a good point. You can breach Woodfall Primus to kill most graveyard hate. That's funny.
That's fair. Can't beat Surgical.
All right. Well, we look like Grishelbrand, so hopefully they name Goryo's Vengeance here. They could just name Faithless Looting. Faithless Looting's a pretty clean name. Just like, if you assume... Yep, they assumed we're playing Grishelbrand. Which is a good assumption. Even with the Sacred Foundry, like Grishelbrand, like what we've done so far, Grishelbrand's like the only Night's Whispers deck in the format.
Wow.
Can I lead on
here?
this?
Hit the yo-yos?
Did not hit the yo-yo, but we just spin this.
Yeah.
And then we're just looking for a land here.
Can,
Actually, I want to Brutality
yeah,
this, just to take infinite pressure off the table.
And they're probably like, wait, what is this? No!
Yeah, the oh crap moment when they like kill your 2/2 instead of your meddling mage. Okay.
Stop looking at our hand, opponent.
And remember, if we hit a Footsteps of the Goryo, we could just go ahead and Woodfall Primus them and take them off a bunch of their lands.
Mm-hmm.
So long. Through the Breach. Yeah, Freebooter and Unclaimed Territory really put the human deck over the top.
Yep.
Definitely big gains for that deck. If we brick on something to do, we get to Flashback Looting. Well, I guess I just bin these at this point, right? Because I just have actual lands. Yeah. So let's just find Through the Breach, removal, Footsteps. Okay.
Are you stepping with the feet?
Yes. We'll step it. We got a Woodfall in there.
Just wondering maybe if we're a touch late. So we want to try to...
We might be a turn late. They have like a Mantis Rider or something this turn. We're going to be in a lot of trouble.
Mm-hmm.
All right, just an attack for 3 is good for us. Getting to put a 5/5 into play is going to be pretty good against a lot of what they're doing. If they don't have a land this turn, we're going to double Stone Rain them, which means they're going to have a hard time Reflector Maging us.
Yep. The next thing I was going to say was Reflector Mage is a tough one. Oh, please don't mage us. It's a phantasmal image. There we go. Yeah. Oh. What do they name? Footsteps?
It's a good name.
Yeah. Nice part is we get the scry off that Viscera Seer.
We do.
So I believe we want to take the Seacrum Coast and the Cavernous Souls, cut them off of Illusion mana.
There. Yeah, keeping them as far from Illusion as possible seems good. So we get to go ahead and... Remember, Footsteps doesn't give it haste, but that's fine, so we're just going to persist it back into play. Let's go ahead and do this. And this is going to die anyways. Let's go ahead and just do this and get a scry in. Oh, I should get Body Double, right? Because this means, the way I have Sequence here means another Footsteps isn't good. Man, it's a shame we don't have a blue source.
Yep.
I have to bottom that, yep. Gosh, where's a blue source when you need one, chat? They named Through the Breach on their other Meddling Mage.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So they have Goryo's Vengeance and Through the Breach.
Mm-hmm. It's a shit. We're really fortunate they drew Freebooter the turn after they drew Meddling
Illusion.
Mage.
Oh no. Oh no, they named Illusion, chat. Oh no. Oh no. I worked so hard to get my monster, opponent. Why do you get my monster for free?
What?
I worked so hard to get my monster. Why do you get my monster without working at all?
This doesn't seem right.
Some bullsh. Oh, I should have sacked it.
Yeah,
Maybe?
I don't know. Like, you sack it, and then they have...
Like a third
7
Meddling
power
Mage?
on
Yeah,
board.
like... Alright, Footsteps, baby. Footsteps! I can kill this, I guess.
Is that going to come back?
Yeah.
What about killing the breached Meddling Mage?
Probably. I guess the Kite Sail Freebooter.
Well, if you kill the booter, it can't be cast from the mage, though.
Yeah. Flashback Faithless Looting? Flashback Faithless Looting is actually the answer. I hate everything, everything.
We have infinite scries if we find a reanimator.
Oh yeah, because we get to put Lark into play, and then Lark picks up Body Double, then Body Double gets Lark and something else, maybe? It still has persist, chat.
Yep.
It still has persist.
Yep. I was like, I don't know what the exact rule on that is. That's what we call judges, but I think it has persist.
It does. We just pass, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I definitely should have. I should have discarded these last turn. And then, or I should have discarded this last turn, and then I would have had 3 shots at a... I'd have missed. I would have had 3 shots at a Footsteps to kill them. Alright. Give me sweepers. I feel like this is a Breach out matchup. Night's Whisper probably out too. This probably isn't good enough.
Yeah, sacrifice.
What do we think of this? I think I like this configuration.
Pie Master, it was definitely deterministic there.
I was conceding because winning a match of Magic isn't about just not being dead on board. Winning a match of Magic requires you to have cards you can draw that allow you to actually win the game. And while we maybe weren't dead on board that turn, we didn't have combination of cards that we could draw to win the game. Alright, well, if we draw Footsteps, we kill them next turn.
I live in Northgate, alcohol, whatever. Alcohol. I live in Northgate, and I would say most folks refer to Seattle, pretty much anything that's in like Seattle proper down to West Seattle and stuff like that. But
I only mute when we're chewing, so
I do think Seattle has a more concise metro area than the egregious "I'm from Chicago, what part?" Like
Oaklawn.
Yeah.
Downers
Oaklawn,
Grove.
Like, come on, Homewood Flossmoor. Did somebody throw that one at me? That's an hour. That's like an hour out of the city. Knock it off.
Yep.
Yeah, Bear Senior. Actually, we're gonna go a step further. I'll be here tomorrow, and I will be picking and slanging some decks out of the queue. So if folks are looking to kind of, we'll just say, break the democratic system of letting money win, I have some overreaching powers to jump around and take fun things.
I'm gonna give Kent some specials. Kent's gonna pop up the queue and pick 3 or 4 decks that we have time to play tomorrow.
Yep.
No one's got a problem with Downers Grove. It's just like saying you're from Chicago when you're from Downers Grove is like disingenuous.
Yep. That's really all we're getting at, Smug. I do think Downers Grove has a high percentage of folks that like to claim Chicago, given the status symbol of living in the big old city, even though Downers Grove probably has a higher income per capita than...
Yeah, I don't know that we're gonna make it to turns today with the cut the line.
I think Living Shift might be able to happen. This is, we're feeling like we're getting appropriately bodied by all of these reasonable decks. Ha-ha! Showed them.
This is match 3. We're 1-1. Getting bodied. We're 1-1, sir. Thanks for flooding my YouTube recommendations with your games, Saber. Thank you for the 7-month free subscription. I appreciate that. Welcome back.
Yes, that is correct. We weren't dead, but we were dead, so we conceded because we were dead. Boom, Smug. That's a reasonable, the Chicago area. Not actively Ayami right now, focusing on getting a job, but I did do a solid month straight every day of Hex, and that was a lot of fun. I am gonna lean back into it on a, maybe a couple times a week.
Stop it! Don't you dare kite sail freebooter. Oh, this is an instant. Well, that's exciting. That's exciting. Are they dead? I think they're supposed to be dead, chat.
None of us actually know. How do we put Mogg Fanatic in play, though?
Oh no! How do we put Mogg Fanatic into play? Oh, we Insolent Neonate it.
Fuego.
Yeah, an Insolent Neonate. Alright, so it's body double. I can just get body double Neonate, right? I get that later. It's fine. So
yeah, you'll get it later. You get it later. We were told to put all of the important cards in play or something like that. I don't really know. We can't get Simian Spirit Guide. I don't think we have any ability to put that card in the zone that we need it to, which is our hand.
Yeah, well, we need to get the Mogg Fanatic into our bin or the Spirit Guide into our hand, yeah.
Yep.
And we don't really have the ability to do either of those things.
Yep. Well, we can't put the Spirit Guide in our hand. We can ban the Fanatic. Whatever. We're there.
Alright, so I'm gonna get body double Neonate.
No.
Don't misclick Hogland. Don't do it.
Do we want to let some scries resolve before we draw with this Neonate?
Stop it. They're dead. Pop out the graveyard, but I like risky clicks.
I like to live on the edge too. You saw my no center clicks.
No center clicks. Boop. Boop.
Random login name. Standard. When it was in Standard, I was a huge fan of the Jeskai Black deck. Extended, old Extended, was addicted to, I think 4-color fairies was pretty fuego, or Mind's Desire, back when there was like Scapeshift aggro. Modern, Blue-White Eldrazi in the appropriate time was fun, but I'm really digging humans right now. Legacy.
And my opponent hasn't conceded yet, so I'm going to kill their board too here.
Perfect. Legacy, I've been a big fan of Delver variants, but I really haven't had a deck in Legacy where I'm just like, this is the most fun I've ever had. And in Vintage, I'm a degenerate and play Shops or Dredge. I have won a piece of power with Dredge, thank you very much, and played no more Vintage after that.
Played no more Vintage after.
Mm-hmm. So, it's Dredge. It's not Shops. Dredge is fun. Mold a Bazaar, have fun.
Sure, we just beat humans. And humans is the best deck in the format, so I think then, since we beat humans, best deck in the format naturally has to transfer to Protean Hulk,
it's like a King of the Hill system.
King of the Hill system, good. Perfect.
You wear belts and stuff like that.
Is this good enough? It's really not, right?
We don't look at a lot of extra cards. I'm not feeling it.
Yeah, let's play Kitchen.
Take a second land and we're fine. I'm okay with this.
This is scries and stuff. Alright, in for that one.
So what do we, is it Cliffs looting now?
I think it's Temple, because we want the most shots to ditch, find up. Alright, I should have just believed. Alright. Do you believe?
What I need to happen? I need us to draw the other Spirit Guide.
Yes, if we draw the other Spirit Guide, it'd be decent. What's going on, Steven?
Don't do it. Alright.
No!
I thought they were gonna Meddling Mage us.
Why do you hate fun, opponent? Why are you the proponent, the enemy of fun? Why must you crusade against a good time? This is the part where they're like checking what our scry did to try and like figure out which of these two they should take. I think they're supposed to take the looting here.
Yeah.
But I guess they also don't necessarily know that like we have more ways to get things out of the bin than to get them into the bin.
Mm-hmm.
Another day of SQL and missing indexes.
Sequel, Jeff, you're killing me.
SQL, Kent Kidder. I read the letters. Don't tell me how to English.
Sierra, Quebec, Lima? What?
This is this hand worse than something Kiki Cord would draw? At least Kiki Cord, all of your things are like eventually castable, right? This is like, we've got like 23 mana of uncastables.
I already appreciated Kiki Cord's ability to dump its hands of do-nothing quickly so we could get to the game being done faster. It at least accelerated out its do-nothings.
Oh no, chat. Humans is disrupting and applying a clock.
Wait, did they mess that up?
Yeah, they definitely messed the token. Did they?
No. Wait.
No, they did it fine.
Yeah, no, because they wanted on the Mana Strider. They probably clocked it. Hey, one thing to keep in mind with your Thalia's Lieutenants and Aether Vial, you put the Lieutenant in play, the 1/1 counter trigger goes around, and then you Vial in a creature. Lieutenant will get the trigger from the human coming in, the creature you Vialed in gets the 1/1 counter.
Kiki Cord's top 8 at multiple opens. It's definitely done. It's definitely done that. It certainly has top 8 at opens.
Favorite book ever, Jeff?
Favorite book ever? I haven't read in so long. Any book title I gave you, it's something that I enjoy, would be something that like 18, 19, or 20-year-old Jeff read. It has been like forever since I've actually sat down and read a book. Have you heard of the internet? All of my hobby goes into games. Games these days, all of my time.
I read books slightly, occasionally.
You're illiterate?
Yeah, right. It's crazy.
This goes against Magic players being illiterate.
I know. A book that I'm a big fan of recently, it's written by Blair Braverman, Welcome to the Goddamn Ice Cube. Chasing Fear and Finding Home in the Great White North. Just an interesting reflection on her...
What have you read recently?
I would go read it.
Twitter. Burgle with the real hot takes. I mean, I'm not here to mulligan this hand. Alright. Down here in the Myth Realized bracket, we are kings among men.
Ayami, I've got anecdotal evidence for you. I beat it 3 times in a modern 1K. I just it's tough to get around it because like you see good players pick it up, but
you had a clone. Was there any way for you to interrupt that? I don't think so. I'm by no means an expert at what's going on here though, so
there's somebody much more experienced in chat that can answer that for you.
Naya Panza. I mean, Panza's very good against the interactive decks. Like, Panza, like, exclusively punishes Hallowed Fountain decks. Am I supposed to sack this to Scry?
As the pros say, Jeskai controls difficult deck to play.
Alright, let's get my Mogg Fanatic on here. I think in the face of a Path to Exile deck, I'm supposed to keep the Viscera Seer around. So that way if they go to Path, the Woodfall Primus, I get to sack it in response. Worth noting that if this was a Goryo's Vengeance deck, these Goryos would be castable onto the old pay 3 for the lore counter. The myth is coming for us. The myth is coming for us, Kent Kidder.
It has been realized.
Are we gonna... have we entered the myth realized bracket and we're going to lose? Is that what's going on in my life?
Can we beat this? Yes. Oh, it's the wrong one.
I'm gonna sacrifice this Mogg Fanatic to Scry.
Mm-hmm. Is this what we need? Wow. I mean, it's not what we need, but it's sure the heck what I want.
I'm gonna take them off white mana.
White, and we don't care about Jace.
How do we kill them next turn? I'm not seeing it. How do we kill them next turn? We don't have a way to get Protean Hulk into the bin.
I just want to leave that on top, right? Because that's the 4th land to cast the Makeshift on the Woodfall Primus.
Hey, footsteps though.
Okay.
Oh, I have a looting. Yeah, I don't want to let them untap with 4 mana. I think I definitely want to double Stone Rain them this turn.
We get back Neonate and discard Hulk.
That's so aggressive. Just like hoping that our card's gonna resolve into 4 mana the following turn. It's like super ambitious.
That is a absolute way to win the game. Let's hope they tap out. Did somebody order that? I believe somebody said draw looting.
Draw looting. Draw looting is definitely a good line.
Yeah.
I can appreciate a good draw looting line.
Wow. Yeah.
I think we played it on the day before Gen Con, Wednesday. Bubble Hulk. Bubble
I think we're
Hulk.
supposed to get
Yeah.
body double there.
Bubble Hulk, whatever.
Right.
Whatever, it's not resolving.
I got you, extra trash. Stop playing lands, opponent.
I tried to double Stone Rain you. Why'd you draw more lands? Maybe I should have killed both of these instead of...
Maybe the Jace, like, 1-1 split is fine, but...
This is an instant at least. Fold into 1, 727 with the brand new... Or the 2-month resub, sorry there. Thank you and welcome back. I appreciate that. Thanks for the continued support.
Cool.
Yeah, like we're not really under any pressure. So like I'm definitely just gonna pass here. And if they like do something silly like put another counter on this, we just Makeshift Mannequin in response and kill them.
This deck seems real powerful when you draw all of your reanimate. Just one reanimate spell after another. Show me the dispel. So this is a spot where we definitely want to get those other seers.
Yep.
Nope.
Well, path interrupts if they path the Viscera Seer. Alright.
Hot sloggity doggity.
I don't know exactly what they're doing.
Thoughtseize.
So Thoughtseize. I mean, they have counter spells, right? So Cathartic is bad and Thoughtseize is good.
Yeah.
Do we just trim Spirit Guide?
I think it's just the one spirit guide.
Do I want this last breach? I probably want the last
Yeah,
breach.
cut the spirit guide. I'm okay with this.
This seems good.
I like what they're trying to say with the Hazoret, or like what it's supposed to do, but Path to Exile.
Yeah, maybe it's just like good enough. I don't know. I feel like we have cards in our hand a lot of the time too.
Mm-hmm.
I could see Hazoret coming in against like Mardu or Jund, but I don't think I want it against these Hallowed Fountain decks.
Mm-hmm. I am absolutely conceding the fact that I have no idea if you like overload those paths. Like that's definitely like a realistic, this is what happens. Against Jeskai, but not straight blue white. I guess the extra.
I'm gonna keep this on the draw.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, the wear tear probably should have come in. Because, like, one of the things that's really bad about this deck, especially compared to, like, Goryo's Vengeance, or the Griselbrand deck, is Through the Breach really isn't a backup plan in this deck to sidestep Graveyard Hate, because our combo still uses the Graveyard, and Woodfall Primus coming back still uses the Graveyard. I got you, Wax Papers. I see people talking about the Bant Friends. If you're subscribed to the channel, you can go back in and find it on the past videos. I believe it was Wednesday if I didn't upload it to YouTube. Oh my goodness. Wednesday before I left for Gen Con, so that should be 5 days ago, so it should be the 1st. That's a Moto Bug Stinger.
Okay.
That's a Moto Bug as a heads up.
Whee! Working as intended. Good program. Yeah, we definitely can't beat Prairie Streams. What I really like is we have the ability to...
We're gonna attack with these 3/1/1s like nobody's business. Cool Cats with the $5 donation. Thank you for that. Put this towards black-white tokens. 10 out of 10 will do. Thanks for the support.
Would they put it on something that destroys black-white tokens?
No, black-white tokens.
Oh, I was about to be like, wow, I like it.
That's aggressive.
So like
aggressive.
Yeah.
I think we should sack the Fanatic to try and set up... That doesn't really do anything, though. Like, our hand needs multiple things. So, like, sacking things randomly to, like, try and find one of, like, a bunch of different things seems really loose.
I'm okay with sacking to find land drops. Like, if it's just a progression of, like, hit a land drop, maybe, but... Like...
I guess, like, binning this now at this point seems fine, because it puts a Hulk in the bin. Like, it maybe helps me hit a land like that seems fine, but... I think just, like, sacking needlessly to scry seems overly aggressive. Like, our opponent's not clocking us. Okey-doke. And now that we only need one more land, maybe now it's worth scrying, because we only need one specific thing instead of needing multiple things.
Mm-hmm.
In.
I mean... Attack for 1.
Nah, it still leaves a counterspell up, and I need this to mannequin.
Oh, you're right, he can animate that thing. Yep, never mind. Why is Myth realized a card? Sure. Come on, keep tapping.
Tap, tap, tap it out. 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 All right. All right. Watch this get surgically extracted.
Oh,
baby.
Redundancy on the Seers.
Yep.
I mean, can we still not beat Surgical, or can we beat Surgical?
No, I don't think we can beat Surgical.
Okay.
I'm not actually sure, though. Body double. Viscera Seer.
I'm going to the bathroom. That was...
You know, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, you know. It's like, well... Just keep sacking. Just keep sacking MTG. Can we all talk about the MVP of this match, Myth Realized? Oh, my Mogg Fanatic's already in the bin. I was like, where's my Mogg Fanatic at? Poke you. This is, maybe we'll see if they make us click through it. So let's go this. And now Reveillark gets back body double Mogg Fanatic. And then this copies Reveillark. And then we shoot you. And then we sacrifice this. And we get back Mogg Fanatic body double. And then we do this an arbitrarily large number of times. Do 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 do. All right. They'd seen enough. They saw how it worked. All right, we're 2-2, chat. One more to get on the modern deck scoreboard. And then I don't think we're gonna have time to get to turns again today. Feel a little bit bad that one keeps getting pushed, but I'm gonna play Bubble Hulk, and then I think Kent wanted to make sure we got to Living Endscape Shift today, so. This hand just doesn't do enough, right? Doesn't have a discard spell or a way to, or the thing we're looking to reanimate. Kent went to the bathroom. This hand has Scries at least, looking for like Faithless Looting or Cathartic Reunion.
There it is.
All right, I'll take that at this point. And we just need a discard spell. Alright, it's just like looking for a looting. Stomping Ground tapped. Could be some kind of creature combo deck. Could be Valakut. Statistically Valakut, right? Will turns be pushed till next Monday? No, probably later this week. It's towards the top of the queue. Like, Meme Monday doesn't mean the decks listed today only get played on Mondays. It just means that I explicitly pick out decks that are generally lower in the queue to push them up because they're silly. Yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna like Kent pick out things to do. So we'll be back to the normal system on Wednesday. Looting is not the only discard spell. We also have Collective Brutality and Cathartic Reunion. And discarding to hand size.
So, the bathroom, browsing my phone, and got the article from Bertho Lucas. Never get his last name right, but about his logic in finding the legacy deck, and it is probably the funniest piece of content I've read in a while. The bolded lines say things like, the Banhammer hit me in the head. Nobody knows what's going on. Is Nimble Mongoose a playable card?
Is Nimble... That's the real question. Is Nimble Mongoose a playable card? All right.
August 7th, Lightning Boat. Anyway. Really, really interesting, and I would definitely take a read. It's on his Twitter and Reddit. Anyway.
You think it's better to just wait on land drop starting on turn 2? And honestly, extras, I really feel like this deck just doesn't have enough discard outlets in it. I feel like we have too much clunk and not enough card selection. Like, we don't... Just got a lot of things that feel awkward. I definitely think after playing this that this is definitely a bad Grishelbrand deck. Dead Escape Shift. Yeah, the pile of body doubles is weird. I get that. I guess you play around removal with it. I have Thoughtseizes to race here.
I think when I got to play this deck in Standard, when it was the Lark body double combo, it wasn't a Hulk one. It was just like a value deck with Muldrifters and stuff. So your plan A was really just to mid-range them out, and then you beat into a
combo deck,
a loop.
Yep.
With Greater Gargadon. It was like the Greater Lark Gifts thing.
How much we got left? We're gonna do one more league after this. We're gonna play. Actually, gonna take turns off the list. We're gonna wrap up with Living in Scape Shift after this one's done. I think Dan Ward lied to a judge and deserved to get DQ'd for it.
Yep.
That's the punishment. Because we call that cheating. All right. Well, we're done with that one. Yeah. This deck's cute and kind of novel, but I think this deck is just much, much worse than Griselbrand. That's so many combo cards. It just really clunks it up.
Like, let's assume that you can say these cards are like a core component. We've got a whole nother line of them that do like some other stuff, and like
only one win at instant speed BS deck. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, I think if you want to do something like this, you're probably just better off playing Griselbrand. Like, it's more mana efficient, it has less filler in here. It's better at actually dodging graveyard hate by using the World Spine Worm through the breach, or just breaching Griselbrand and drawing your deck that way.
Mm-hmm. I think the only really spicy takeaway from this is Woodfall Primus and some sort of large numbers, double stone rating things.
Yeah, we actually tried a Footsteps of the Goryo Woodfall deck at one point.
Sure.
I don't think we tried Through the Breach in it, though. But yeah, basically fast double Woodfall Primus is, like, pretty reasonable.
I would love to, like, Footsteps, or not Footsteps, but, like, Through the Breach of Titan as well, or, you know. There's got to be some other stuff we can party with.
All right, chat. How about a deck that's so big